What is up, guys? It is the Bluebloods here coming at y'all with another episode. And we've been hinting at this interview for a minute now. We got the man, the Alcorn State running back, Austin Bolton, joining us today. And I just want to say, man, I appreciate you coming on.
Glad to be on the show, man. Glad to be on the show.
Absolutely. So, we know your journey through Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College and, winning a national championship, but it all started with winning a national championship in high school first, and you've won a championship at every level you've been. But what teams coming out of high school were recruiting you the most, and why did you decide to go the JUCO route?
Man, it was nothing but JUCO teams looking at me. I was kind of the underdog, even though I put up the numbers and the touchdowns, I guess coming from a wing T school, they had their doubts. Good coach took a chance on me, a couple of JUCOs have, but I seen the vision. Jack Wright came to my house and gave to me, said he wanted me to come run the ball for him. He said, this is my third day on the job, but I'm down here at your house trying to recruit you. I seen the vision, so I bought in right there.
Hey, I like it, man. And so, the JUCO process got a lot of attention, especially now with Last Chance U being one of the most popular shows out there. But what was your experience like through the JUCO process?
Man, it was great, man. I got a lot of long brothers, man. It was just an amazing journey all throughout.
I like to hear it, man. Is there any advice you want to give kids? Because I know some high school athletes are like, man, going to the JUCO route, it's so much harder. I don't want to do that. And some people speak down on it. But do you have any advice for someone who's getting overlooked like you were? I mean, you can go ahead and speak to that now.
I tell them take the offer, go to JUCO route, man. We had a lot of coaches coming in to watch us, coming in to interview us. Looking at us, looking at our film. I think it's a great opportunity for young kids to go JUCO. It's it's the last chance. So go there and take that risk.
Hey, I like it, man. And so, you weren't as overlooked coming out of Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. I mean, you were putting up huge numbers there. You were the national championship game MVP, was the leader of that offense. What other schools other than Alcorn were looking at you coming out of Mississippi Gulf Coast?
And I got a lot of looks. A lot of people was talking and stuff. I had a visit to South Al. I had a visit to Arkansas. You know, but Alcorn took a shot on me. They offered, not just talk. They offered. So and I did my research or whatever. They had a lot of championships. It's about family, a lot of alumni. So man, I bought in.
Hey, I like it, man. And so you commit to Alcorn, and then the season gets canceled for you guys last year. How hard was it to sit out last season and watch the rest of the SWAC play football?
Man, it was very hard, man. Watching these guys, seeing some of my teammates or, people that I know play, and I'm just sitting back watching, I'm rooting them on, but I'm ready to get on the field. It's been hard, but got to stay focused and put my head down and work. The opportunity is about to present itself, and I'm going to take advantage of it.
Man, I can't wait. So, I mean, kind of talk to us about how did you stay in shape? What was your routine throughout the break? And, how did you find yourself staying in football shape even when Alcorn you knew wasn't going to see the field?
Man, just had to have that mentality, that dog mentality, just waking up every morning, running, working out, Um, some of my teammates during my high school old teammates, I get them on the field. The young kids, I work them out. Just, my family kept me motivated, tell me to stay focused.
I like it, man. And so this is a question that I think a lot of people have. Alabama A&M goes on and wins the SWAC championship. There was no celebration bowl, so they claimed that HBCU national title. They claimed the SWAC championship. What's the tone around y'all's program right now in the building, though? Do you guys feel like that's a next to that title? And do you guys feel like coming into this year, you're the real defending champions since y'all didn't get a chance to defend y'all's title?
All right, man. We the real defense champs, but we like the challenge, man. We got something that we got to take back. So let them ride that little wave for a little minute, but when we get on that field, we're going to take what's off.
Man, I love the confidence. But I mentioned before, you've won a national championship at every level you've played football, which is just an outrageous accomplishment, man. Congrats on that. But
Appreciate it.
Alcorn has a history of championships. You mentioned that. How important is it to you to win another national championship at this level?
I can't wait, man. You know they won the SWAC championship. I'm ready to get to the Celebration Bowl and win it all. You know that's something I think that haven't been done yet. They've been winning SWAC championships, but we ready for the big prize. You know we've been working.
Hey, I like it, man. And listen, Alcorn's going to be a favorite, And are you guys excited? And does it change your mindset at all that now the SWAC has two teams? I know they're not necessarily in y'all's division, and FAMU and Bethune. I mean, do you think that adds to the competitiveness of y'all's conference?
I think it does, but you know we all love competition. You know it's just gonna get us better, man. I feel like we're gonna take it all the way though. We're going undefeated this year.
Man, I love to hear that, man. I love to hear that. So I want to look at you as a player, though, man. I want you to look back when that first day you stepped on the campus of Mississippi Gulf Coast, and look at yourself now as you're about to be one of the leaders for this Alcorn offense. How has your game evolved from freshman year to right now?
Man, I think it changed a lot. You know, we get in this weight room, we work, and I done got bigger. You know, faster, stronger. I just can't wait to step on the field and show people what I can do. My game evolved a lot. I done learned a lot. You know, coming from a wing T offense, and go coach, learning a lot. Coming up here, learning a lot. I think I'm ready.
Man, I like it. So, looking at you as a running back, you as a player, what do you think your biggest strengths are as a running back?
I would say my vision. You know, I can see the hole open up that other backs can't. I can catch out the backfield. You know, I'm very
I like.
explosive.
Oh, go ahead.
I sound very explosive coming out of in and out of holes. You know, vision, breakaway speed.
I like it, man. So, you speak of that about the pass catching. We were seeing that become such a common, like, I guess, a requested thing from NFL teams, from college offenses. Is that something that you focused on, or is that just something you've always been? Is just had the hands, had the ability to kind of be that receiving running back?
I feel like I always had hands, but you know, I still work on it. Coming out of high school, I got a couple balls thrown to me. You know, like I said, Wing T school. Went to go coach. They threw me a slot for a bit. I'm out there catching balls. They believe in me, so you know.
I like it, man. So, looking at your game, you don't have to give up too much. So, I know this question can. Some people are like, "Man, you can't ask me that. I can give up my secrets." What's one thing as a player that you think you need to improve on to, I guess, take your game to the next level?
Hmm. I'm about to prove on. I say the probably the mental part of it, like reading the defenses. You know, the signals that the coach is giving us, and yeah, just the mental aspect part of it.
I mean, and given that, man, I mean, so I like asking this because it's different for every school, every player. Some people rely solely on film. Other guys are like, man, I go out there and then I'll learn on the fly. How much film study do you do during the week before a game of watching your opponent, trying to understand what they do?
I watch a lot of film, man. You know, I don't want I want to go in the game and make the least errors as possible. So I'm up all night watching film. You know, trying to figure out what I need to do, what I need to watch for, what his tendencies is this play. You know what I'm saying? The linebackers.
Man, it makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so when you break down film, man, when you turn on the film, what are the biggest and most important things you look for? Is it the formations? Is it where their best players are? Is there a specific position group that you focus on the most? Like, kind of break down how you watch film of your opponent going into game weekend.
I say probably the linebackers. You know, because try to see you're like the best player on the field. See if they gonna blitz or whatever. But it's mostly the linebackers.
I like it, man. And so, you mentioned Alcorn. You said that you guys are going to go undefeated this year. You're going to take it all the way. What are some of the other team goals for Alcorn State? When you guys sit down as a team and y'all talk about this is what we're going to achieve this year, what is all on the list for Alcorn State this year?
just be the best versions ourselves that we can be. First off, win the conference, then the championship, then the natty. We want to break it down in 4 quarters.
I like it, man. And so, this is another question. This has been a big debate among SWAC fans. I'm sure you've probably heard of it. I know a lot of other sports people are talking about this. And I want to get your opinion as a player. The SWAC goes to the Celebration Bowl. They don't have a chance to go to the FCS playoffs and play for the FCS National Championship. Is that something that you would like to see the SWAC kind of move towards, is getting a shot at the FCS National Championship along with the Celebration Bowl?
Yes, man. I think that'll be a great opportunity for us. I feel like we'd overlook sometimes because we're in the HBCU or SWAC. I feel like we can compete. Before the season got canceled, we had a game against Auburn. The first game. I feel like that was gonna be a great opportunity to let us show what we can do.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you see the jerseys in the background. I was really looking forward to that game. I was pumped for it, and I mean, I was ready to see Felix. I was ready to see everyone go out there and compete on the big stage, man. But as a player, I know it's team first, so the team goals always come first. But what are some of your personal goals where you're sitting in your dorm and you're writing down? You're like, man, after the season, I want to have these things achieved by the time the season wraps up.
You know, just be the best player I can be. I say, dang, I'm really all about the team. But let's see, I want to be. I don't even know, man. I just want to ring.
Hey, the hardware always is better than all the rushing yards and everything, man. That hardware means the most. And I know the answer is always the same for players, but I want to know kind of a little bit deeper. The first game is always the most important. I understand that. But is there a game when you look at Alcorn's schedule that you're like, I'm circling that date? That is going to be the game that I'm just pumped up for. So, like, which game on y'all's schedule are you looking forward to the most?
You probably already know, man. All the talking going around. Probably Jackson State.
Oh, I'm so pumped for that game, man. That game is going to be just different. But looking at yourself as a player, man, what NFL, it could be current or in history, what NFL running back do you model your game after the most?
I say Le'Veon Bell. When he was in Pittsburgh, he had patience, vision, speed. That was my favorite running back right there. That's how I model my game.
Hey, man, that's not a bad person to look up to. He's been in the league forever, one of the best running backs out there. But kind of looking back at your career, I don't think people understand how competitive the Mississippi junior college circuit is and how many great players come from there. Just based on this also can go back to high school. Who is the best defensive player that you've ever played against?
Best defensive player I ever played against. Dang, I can't. I don't know. I'll probably say when we played Northwest, that whole defensive line, they all went P5. So one of them boys on there, I give it to him. I had a long game with them. I had to really work.
I like it, man. I like it. And so I think I know the answer just because, we've had some players on here and it's always, the championship game. So I'm assuming this is your answer. But other than that, what are some of the biggest games that you've ever played in as a player?
I say, obviously, the national championship at Gulf Coast, man. That was a big experience for me, man. To be on TV, the interviews, all that, and also back in high school, the South State Championship versus dang, East Central. That was a big one. It was a big game.
I love it, man. I'm from Alabama, so I kept tabs on kind of all that Mississippi, Louisiana, Georgia high school and community college circuit, man. It's so competitive. That's crazy that you've won a national title on both things. And so last question here, man. We cover a lot of SWAC football on this channel, and you already know which fans are the loudest in the conference because you hear them too. It's some Jackson State fans, the Alabama A&M fans. Everyone thinks that they're going to be the favorite when Alcorn is. No one's talking about them. And it's just y'all like the quiet, like, oh yeah, we're gonna win it. We don't have to say much. What is the message to the fans who are overlooking Alcorn going into the 2021 season?
Man, just turn on TV and watch it, man. I can't wait to show y'all what we've been cooking up in the lab. I love being the underdog. I don't want them to talk. I like action to show.
Oh, I like it, man. I like it. I appreciate you coming on the show, man. You're the first Alcorn player we've had on here, so I definitely
Appreciate it.
appreciate the opportunity, man. But this is your moment, man. What's your social media handles with this new NIL, man? Plug yourself and just give any and all shout outs that you want to give, man. This time's yours.
Man, my Instagram, Austin_Bolton5, same as Twitter. I want to shout out my RBU running back crew. It all corn, man. We've been working the whole team. Shout out to everybody on the team, man. Can't wait to get on the field.
Man, I'm so excited for this season. It was a shame that y'all didn't get to take the field last year and defend y'all's title, but I know y'all going to be coming hard this year. But guys, make sure to go follow Austin on any and all social media platforms. Make sure to tune into some Alcorn games this year because you already heard them. Y'all ain't going to want to miss them. Y'all are going to want to see what they got cooking up in the lab. But guys, y'all know where to find us as well, man. YouTube, any and all podcast streaming platforms. So subscribe now. But for Austin, myself, and the Bluebloods guys, we are out.
Appreciate it, bro.